Malcolm X has always been perceived as a parallel to Martin Luther King Jr. because he promoted protection rather than peace. Throughout Malcolm X's political career, he held a radical perspective. He didn't believe turning the other cheek was an appropriate response to racial hate crimes. In fact, Malcolm X stated, "Concerning nonviolence, it is criminal to teach a man not to defend himself when he is a constant victim of brutal attacks." Therefore, Malcolm X received a lot of criticism due to his stance on pro-violence. However, many individuals fail to realize that his perspective was cultivated due to him falling victim to hate crimes. At a young age, Malcolm X's Michigan home was burnt down by the Ku Klux Klan, and his father was also murdered by the cult. Therefore, after those traumatic experiences, Malcolm X resorted to crimes which eventually led to his imprisonment. Shortly after he was released with his newfound passion and identity, Malcolm X eventually became a leading spokesperson for the Nation of Islam. During Malcolm X's political career, he conveyed the message that whites were not to be trusted. He also expressed that African Americans should be proud of their heritage and set up communities without white Americans' help. He also held the notion that Africans should be sent back to Africa and have their own country. Malcolm X was so adamant on these ideas due to the fact that many African American individuals believed that Islam was the closest to African roots. Though sometime after Malcolm X split from the Nation of Islam and made a pilgrimage to Mecca. During his journey, however, Malcolm saw that Islam was integrated and not strictly associated with black Muslims, which resulted in Malcolm X softening his stance on violence. However, shortly after returning to the U.S., Malcolm X led a mass rally due to his newfound beliefs of peace, which eventually led to his death by the black Muslims. In conclusion, though society wasn't able to witness the change of Malcolm X's new approach, he still made an impact on the African American community. The embrace of black separatism actually laid the groundwork for the Black Power movement. He also advised black Americans to engage in smarter political voting and fighting for civil rights at the international level. To this day, Malcolm X still inspires the African American community to take a stance and to be heard in the international level. And to this day, we see it every day, whether it be with the Black Lives Matters movement or the Ethiopian movement. He is still an inspiration.